Hello, and welcome back to another episode of B.L.Y, Episode 6. We're blasting off and landing. Yes, that was graceful. Boy, I have a feeling that today is gonna be a really good day. I hope it's a good day for all of you out there. How can it not be a great day whenever it's a beautiful sunny day in the city of Dakara? Hey, doggy. Don't mind the villager head in here. I just left that here. I need it later. And I'm here to check on my villager breeding operation in downtown Dakara. I'm gonna throw these guys some bread. Oh, I'll keep that one, thank you. They seem like they're doing all right. Today we're gonna be doing one of my favorite things to do in the game, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of you out there that play Minecraft like to do this too. The bread is working. As I was saying, we're going to be doing one of my favorite Minecraft activities a little later in the video, and I was struggling a little bit thinking about how to start today's episode. You see, I still haven't even cleaned up from last episode, so I am going to take these leftover materials and make something out of it. I want to add something to this section of the city. I'm tired of it being blank. Hello, Mr. Fox. You don't have to scurry away. Let's take a peek at some of the things I've already built in this neighborhood. It's supposed to be springtime already where I live, but we're having a cold spell, so the skies have been kind of gray and gloomy, and it's been raining and hailing. But not so in the city of Dakara. It is a lovely day. These are residences, they're homes, people are meant to live here, and maybe something comes to mind, maybe old East Coast, old Chicago, old New York kind of buildings like brownstones. And especially when the mud bricks came out, that really sells the idea of a brownstone. And this is my attempt at trying to make a sort of old-timey, old city neighborhood right here close to the downtown area. Bab, the fox is here. I think I might be intruding on this poor creature's territory. I'm so sorry. You can live in one of these buildings I've made. That's fine by me. Lots of people live here, and that means lots of families and little children. So we need to build a school. In this building segment, I'm going to treat you all to a little bit of shaders, so sit back and enjoy the view. This isn't the shaders part, I'm just popping in to give you a quick reminder. Subscribing to my channel is completely optional and totally awesome. Love you. And there it is. That's nice. It's a little red schoolhouse. Ain't it a cutie? Followers of the channel will probably recognize this build. I have already done it. I made it in a no commentary creative build video on the channel. You can find it, but in that video, well, it was no commentary. I didn't talk about it. I'll say a few things about it here. There's a spooky little basement down here that you get to from the outside of the building. There's not much to see down there. Let's go inside. The building is longer and more narrow than I usually build, and that's on purpose. Right around to the front door. So in here, we've got coat hooks and shelves and trunks where students can drop off their coats and their bags and their things before sitting down to class. And then in here, we've got stuff plastered all over the place. The ceiling, the walls, the tables, all the different things that a Minecraft student could learn from. And the building would have been made before electric heat was available. So it's got the stove in the middle of the room where they would have burned wood and things to keep the space warm. And up on the chalkboard today, the teacher has a very important lesson for their students. And inside the bell tower on top of the building, we have a working school bell. School is out of session, so let's get on with the show. So what is BubLimeYo's current favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Building roads, paths, roads, tracks, highways, freeways, byways. It really does something for me. And I know we fly around everywhere, but whenever you're flying over terrain and you look down, it makes a big difference whether you see paths and roads and streets and different kinds of them and different sizes of them. we ought to be able to see the bridge in a gap here. Oh yeah, I see it there. I left off the Mega Base building project last episode saying that we needed to create a road to connect the Mega Base to the city. So that is the road we will be making today. Well, you may remember if you've been watching the series so far that the city of Dakara sits on an island surrounded by a river. So how are we gonna get over the river? Well, I've made a bridge. Okay, let's see if we can get a closer view. Aha! Ooh! I'm proud of this one, guys. I really am. And I made it in survival. I didn't design it in creative at all. I completed it off camera in between episodes. It is a concrete style bridge, so it doesn't have big towers or anything. It's supposed to look very smooth and sleek and streamlined. Think a famous example is like Bixby Canyon Bridge in California. Beautiful, streamlined, smooth white, yellowish color, graceful arches, gentle slope, and I connected the bridge to the road that we've already made in Dakar. So let's go right over here and we'll do a little walking tour. Here's the head-on view that you get as you approach the bridge, coming down the road, rolling along in your vehicle. Whoops, left my wood over here. Ooh, that's for later. You may have noticed these little things. They are road signs. I was playing around with acacia logs and paintings and messing around with some other blocks. It's supposed to look like an interstate sign, you know, exit here, exit there, take your detour here. And this is like a toll gate. Maybe that you've got to pay a toll to use the bridge. And these things are like toll booths. They don't have an interior. You kind of have to use your imagination to understand the function of them. And yeah, so here, did you know Minecraft put this wood in the game? Is it this kind? No. Is it this kind? No. And you know it's not acacia or dark oak or any of the others. It's not spruce, it's not oak. Look at that. Look at how smart I am. Aren't you smart? Aren't you a smarty? Did you know you could do this with paintings? Yeah, the back of them, it's like a variety of planks that you can't get from any trees. Guys, when I discovered this, I went crazy. I put this texture all over the place, and that's what these toll booths are. If you break in here, yeah, see that painting? Let's just snatch that off. That's what it looks like before. And then you just pop that on the back of the trap door, and then you can see it through the trap door. Oh, baby. Okay, continuing our walking tour. We go through the toll gate, we go up the bridge, we get a glorious view of the city of Dakara that has been built so far, and then the road just kind of stops. So this is as far as I've gotten, and this is where we're going to be picking up on today's episode. There's a nice little overhead view. See how the road connects? And the blocks I've chosen, they look like stone, but it's not really stone. It's like andesite, cracked stone bricks, tough, mostly. And we're gonna continue that mix of blocks going forward, but we're gonna vary it a little bit. I think I'm gonna add in some lighter blocks in this area. Cobblestone and diorite, you'll see. Let's get going. Whee! Okay, we've got our main blocks, andesite, cracked stone bricks, and TUFF tough. But I think we're gonna try some diorite, cobble, mossy bricks, and then let's see what kind of terracotta. No. Okay, you know, I might go for a glazed. Maybe this darker stuff. I'll try it, and some lighter stuff too. Well, it's looking like I'm gonna have to track down some mason villagers to trade with because I am running low on terracotta again. Okay. You want to identify the subject, face the subject mano a mano, and then we're gonna go in right here. Yes. Yes, I like that. Okay. So when I'm building this road, the first thing I'm thinking about is the sidewalk. The sidewalk determines the width of the road, right? Because you got two of them with the space in between being the road. And it also determines the shape of the road. And we do not want a straight road. We want a road that has life, that has wiggle, that has rhythm. So we want the sidewalks to direct the rhythm. And we're just gonna build a segment just a few blocks out, establish a nice rhythm with the sidewalk, and then go into that middle part where the road is and place down the roadblocks. So I'll start with some cracked stone, the andesite, mix it in nicely. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm not trying to over texture this. I don't want it to look too busy. Hopefully this doesn't look too busy. Maybe it looks a little busy to some of you, but to me, it doesn't look like it's speckled with all the different kinds of texture. There's kind of little patterns there. And here I'm going to extend the sidewalk out so that it's as long as our other sidewalk. Okay, so I've filled this in with the tuff and the other blocks. Now I'm going to try this idea with the mossy, the cobble, and the diorite. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a bright spot in the road. Maybe a paint spill. Or just a spot where the road's been worn down. Gotta get it just right. I think I want it to be where the diorite touches cobble and nothing else. So let's do this. Yeah, that makes the diorite blend the way I want it to. Yeah. And see, the road is stepping down a little bit, so the road's not only gonna wiggle left and right, it's gonna kind of waver up and down too, just to give some extra dimension. And now we're gonna repeat that process with a few more segments of road, and we're gonna have some nice progress. As I was planting the road, it started to make the area around it feel a lot more empty. And I have ideas of what I'm going to build here, but still, once you actually start to build something, it makes the area around it that hasn't been built up feel that much more empty. So I've planted some little seeds of ideas. I can't help but do this whenever I make projects in Minecraft, especially infrastructure builds like roads and paths. How many of you are like me if you are busy with a single project, and if you have an idea for a side project, you feel guilty about pursuing that side project because you stop working on the thing you were focused on and you're worried, now I'm gonna get derailed and I'm not gonna go back to the project I wanted to finish and it's never gonna get done and I'm just going to abandon it. No. That is wrong. That is backwards. You see, what I've learned is that those side projects, they don't distract you. They actually help you finish the project you wanted to finish all along. If you're feeling inspired, you're playing the game correctly. If you're inspired to do something, do it. It will always lead you in the right direction. See, right now I'm feeling inspired to clean up these wool blocks that I put down 3 episodes ago. So right down there, you probably noticed that the road has a fork in it. It comes from the city over there where the park is, at the top of the bridge, and it forks in the road, and this fork comes over here, and it's gonna go up into the base. Oh, wait a second. What the heck? What does that say? Private property? Of BubLimeYo, yeah. Excuse me. This is my mountain. Hello? Are you? Does this place belong to you, sir? I'm sorry. There has been some kind of mistake here. Okay, because I am busy on building this mountain. I need to speak to your supervisor. Hello? Let me speak to your supervisor right now. Oh my goodness. I've been locked out of my own base. And it's not even done yet. I'm gonna have a stiff word with someone about this. But I can't do it right now. I am exhausted and sweaty from working out in the hot sun, pouring concrete and pavement. Oh gosh. Just add it to the list of things that BubLimeYo's gotta do. So let's fly up in the air. Oh, even higher. Oh, and well, I'm out of rockets, so that's as high as we're going. But look, there's a nice overhead shot. And look at that from up here. It already is starting to feel like a city. And I have to confess something to you. After doing all of the terraforming on the mountain and the cliff, which was totally worth it, but after doing all of that, I was like, oh my gosh, when is this ever gonna end? But today was so nice. We've got a beautiful bridge in the city, and now this zone in between the new base and the rest of the city doesn't feel so empty. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I will see you in the next one.